now I'm going straight with Facebook, or not Facebook, YouTube, so I can see what's going on. I can see the chat. I couldn't get it large where I can see it. I'm gonna have to work on it to have somebody show me. Somebody who's more familiar with doing cameras on the phones. And here, help me, Susan. Hold this down, hold this down. There you go. All right, so now you guys can kind of type to me. I should be able to see your chat when we come in. All right, there he is. Homesteading. I can't in the woods with D. Hey D. All right, I had to go to straight stream YouTube because I don't know what the StreamYard. I was trying to do StreamYard, but I couldn't see the chat, so I don't know what the heck is going on. So we just have to set it up. I'll just set it up tonight, but it just goes straight to YouTube. Sorry about that, guys. I just try to do it early, but you know how things happen when you try to do things, it doesn't work. All right, so we're gonna start walking around. Where do you want to go?
We're going over to the tent 1.
We're going to tent 1.
I want to go to tent 1 for the sourdough.
Okay.
All the sourdough things. It's in tent
Okay,
1.
where's tent 1?
And tent 1 is right there.
And where are we at?
Right here.
So it'd be like that way?
Well, I think you have to
Vendors.
flip this because there's the MFA pavilion right here.
Oh, so it'd be tent 1's behind here, back there. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go that way.
I got her.
All right, guys.
Excuse me, darling.
What?
I have a message for you.
All right. A lot of people here. A lot. I mean, we pulled in here and there was the car parking were out there on the street, people in front of people's houses. And residential, there was solid cars all over the place. But we pulled in and the girl gave us a parking spot up the hill a little bit. It's not that far for me to walk. Which is great because my knee is already starting to be hurting me. Which I don't know why. It's bruised on the inside part of it, so I must have done something to it. Here we go. There's tent 2 right here. Tent 1's back there. A lot of people here, guys. This is a fairgrounds, and it's like almost like a fair time.
And you don't have to smell. And when you put them up in a closed-in pen, you're going to start getting bites.
Bring us some sourdough.
All right. All right.
Maybe some of you are selling peanut butters.
We got a shade here.
So sometime around 2009, Nourishing Traditions by Sally Clowney came across my radar. I was introduced to the idea that maybe there was more to know than the mainstream nutritional advice I was following. So who has read Nourishing Traditions?
Hey, somebody's taking the shade.
Yeah, you just
Highly
find
recommend it if you haven't. It'll give you the motivation for why you should ferment your grains, why you should ferment your vegetables, why that so many of us can't actually digest grains. So maybe traditional cultures could offer some insight into thriving health and wellness without having to strictly monitor fat intake and eat boneless, skinless chicken, whole grain bread, and steamed broccoli for every meal. So at that point, I started to question everything I knew about grains, fat, dairy, meat, and just the way that we prepare food in our modern culture, over sanitizing everything. I find there's a lot of fear about a lot of the things I teach. So I talk about raw milk. I talk about leaving raw milk on the counter for 48 hours. And that's scary to a lot of people because of this modern food system. So in 2010, after birthing our second child, I added a little flour and water to a small jar on my kitchen counter, and I made my first and only, well at this time only, but I actually made one recently for a course I'm working on, but I've been using the same sourdough starter since 2010. They're actually very resilient, they're very hard to kill, so if you're feeling like it's something you tried and it hasn't worked, we'll get to that in a little bit, but they're actually really resilient. So at that time, like I was saying earlier, I was content just to use it to make the nutrients in my homemade baked goods more digestible. So over a decade later, that very same sourdough starter has nourished our family through the births of 6 more babies. I'm like, wait, did I count him? Yes, I did. Moved to a 7-acre homestead and farmhouse, and the formation and growth of our home-based blogging business. So, though it was only responsible for rising basic whole wheat sandwich loaves and fermenting the grains for